Hello,
Hello,
I'm Caitlin Powell,
and I'm Kate Butch.
and happy birthday to me!
Happy birthday to you.
This is Queers Gone By, the show where we talk about nostalgic film, TV, and snacks, and me, and try to work out if that's what made us queer.
And today, listeners, all together now, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Caitlin. It's Caitlin's birthday today, and
birthday
we
today.
we're celebrating. And I purposefully didn't do the
It's
last
a double
line.
bill of birthdays.
It is, because, well, for the next 3 days, Caitlin, I'm going to think of you as being elderly, old, withered,
You're
aged.
an immature little baby.
Yes, and then on the 26th, we're both going to be really young again,
Yeah.
because I'll be the same age
Next
as you
week is
again.
going to be your birthday episode. But on Sunday is
Yes.
Kate's birthday, so send her lots of love. Because it won't be on her birthday that we're doing the birthday episode.
Yes, that's, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's very exciting. What,
Yes.
obviously we're not recording this on your birthday, because that's not how time works. What are you hoping for? From the birthday fairy?
I'm hoping for a bunch of rabid dogs to burst into my house and steal my cat.
That could be arranged.
And you know why I hope that, listeners? Because today we're reviewing Oliver and Company.
Oliver and Company from 1988.
It's so old. So old.
Yes. And it's a very thoughtful and considerate hour and 15 minutes, which I'm a big fan of.
I loved that. Oh, it was great. Very manageable chunk.
Oh, it is. Like, I think I'm saying 2 hours is like my absolute maximum for a film.
Mm-hmm.
1.5's ideal. 1 hour 15 even better. Big fan.
Yes.
I've never seen this before.
Yeah, this is the one I always talk about on this podcast, hence why we're doing it today. I have watched this tens of times. So many times.
Did you have this
was
on
my
video?
favourite thing. Yes, and I watched it with my nan all the time whenever I went round to hers.
Lovely.
Yeah, and it combines my twin passions of Billy Joel and kittens, so, you know. I did realise, I told you this earlier, but I realised, I was watching this and going, oh, a little redhead with absent parents who likes cats. I wonder why I enjoyed this film. Undercut with so much saxophone. Like, there's so much saxophone going on.
Oh, yes. Oh.
Yeah.
Toot toot. Newt newt.
Everything
honk,
that
honk.
happens, it's like... Bah, bah, bah.
It's very exciting. I'm thrilled. Should we just get into it? Should we?
Yeah. Well, tell me what were your first impressions of it? Because you've never seen it before.
Well, my first impression of the whole thing, I was like, good God, this was made in 1988. What a lovely rendering of the Twin Towers in this aerial shot of Manhattan. I was like,
Right.
They were certainly a landmark.
Yeah.
I had a nice time. I mean,
It's pretty camp.
it's good, but it's no Millionaire Dogs.
How dare you? People keep
I will
recommending-
defend Millionaire Dogs until the cows come home. There's no cows involved in any of these
No, I
films,
was
but
going to say.
they're coming home. It's coming home. It's coming home.
I keep getting, like, people keep messaging me, like, can you do other rendition of a group of dogs go on hijinks and adventures and stuff? There's, like, so many films that are exactly the same.
All Dogs Go to Heaven, Millionaire
Yeah.
Dogs, Lady and the Tramp, this one,
And they all seem to have
Balto.
a sexy slinky dog and a rough and tumble boy dog.
Maybe this film is the superior one because it has 2 sexy slinky dogs.
Is Georgette
Not
sexy?
like a slinky dog. Not like going down the stairs.
Oh, a slinky dog! Oh, I couldn't get through Toy Story. Oh,
Oh, he's so sexy.
long stringy body.
I knew some of the songs going into this.
Mm-hmm.
Did
you know Georgette's
Once
song?
Upon a Time. No.
You didn't know Georgette's
was...
song? Wait, you do,
didn't.
because our good friend of the pod, Fanny Snatcher, did it at a lip sync.
Yes, I always watched everybody's performances, who weren't me.
So rude. So rude.
I am uncomfortable when we are not about me.
I mean, that's
this whole episode's going to be so tricky.
Why do you think we were like birthday episodes?
I've realised as well, you're very much on the cusp of being a Leo, aren't you?
I know. I'm a Leo in that I'm obnoxious, but I'm a Cancer in that I cry a lot. So.
Oh.
I'm very complex.
I'm just full on Leo. I'm well and truly in the season.
Can you imagine if we were both full on Leo?
Oh.
Occasionally, I do a bit of a cry for both of us.
Yes, you cried on Brambley Hedge. That was good.
I did.
You messaged me yesterday saying that you cried on this.
Oh yeah, like 2 minutes in, I was weeping.
Which I think is fair enough, because it is like a little sad box of kittens.
Oh god. Oh my god. These I picked up my laptop, walked into the living room while my mum was just sitting minding her own business. I was like, the kittens are in a box!
Kitties for sale. Kitties need home. That's what it was. $5.
Kitties need home, $5. Oh god.
I think these kitties are cuter than the Aristocats. By a mile.
Yeah, I mean, they have less personality, if that's what you mean.
Well, I think it's the Aristocats' attitude that's unattractive.
Okay. Yeah.
Rich
and
cunts,
they're all very similar. They're just little bumbly kittens with big paws that are too big for them.
Oh, they've got big paws. Oh, they're too big for the little cats.
And they keep falling over. Oh.
And no one wants the ginger one.
Yeah,
which is
I was also like, ooh, an unwanted ginger boy who's trying too hard. It's me! I will say, so we should explain, Oliver and Company is based on Oliver, like the original film, musical? What came first?
Yeah. Oliver Twist, the novel.
Oh, of course. Fucking hell. Famously, yes. I have never felt this bad about actual child Oliver. I've always been like, he'll be fine.
Yeah,
Whereas
actual child Oliver in the film, garbage. He's trash. He's like, hello, I'm so blonde and cute, and my voice is done by a girl.
Oh, really?
Yes, the director's daughter is lip-syncing.
Oh. There's a whole song about how he just wants more, so, I mean, he is a starving child, but...
It's Britney, bitch. Give me more. Give me more. Give me more. I'm going to do that as a lip sync. Follow up to my Who Will Buy Loo bands.
Yes. Amazing. Yeah, do that. And this is all like overscored? What's it called when the music's over the top of it? Overscored. By Mr. William Joel singing a song where he just wanks over the concept of New York.
This is Huey Lewis from the News.
Is it? Oh.
Yeah. I thought I thought Billy Joel did the whole thing, like Phil Collins in Tarzan.
Oh, did he not? Interesting.
But, no, he's just doing the one.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like New York. Fucking love New York.
Yeah. I mean, later on he does sing a song that's quite I fucking love New York.
When I went to New York last year, I had this go. We made like a playlist of songs about New York. And we had this one as we like touched down.
Oh, love that. But you didn't know what it was from.
I get confused. No. I get confused between this one and When You Get Caught Between the Moon and New York City. And it's crazy, but it's true. I can't really remember how this one goes. Similar. Once upon a time in New York City.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And there's like 7 beginnings or whatever. 7 story. I don't know.
Oh,
they talk about the number 7 for no reason. I was like, this will come into it. Didn't fucking.
I tell you what, the lyrics match what's happening. So Oliver's in his little box. He's the last kitten left. It starts raining. And honestly, the lyrics, it's raining cats and dogs outside, combined with a little kitten in a slowly flooding box. And the price has been scrubbed out. It now says basically, kittens are free, take the kittens, and no one wants him. And then it's like, so Oliver, don't be scared, though yesterday no one cared. I lost my mind.
I had a bit of an issue in that it started raining in New York City. And then the traffic decreased.
Yeah.
Like in the daytime, it's sunny and taxis are going past, everyone's having a great time, and then it rains and there are no cars. And I'm like,
I think it's
this is not what happens when it rains.
I mean, I feel like it's implied that it's now like 2 a.m. And I know there's like probably still loads of cars, but
the city that never sleeps, Caitlin.
Yeah, that's literally its whole thing.
Famously never sleeps.
Well, it had a nap, alright?
And then he gets like balked at by some nasty dogs.
Mean dogs, yes, gets chased. And there's lightning.
And oh yes, pathetic fallacy. I've seen some pathetic fallacies in my time. And he hides under the in the wheel bit of a truck.
Yes.
Digger.
Yeah. Oh,
thing,
God.
JCB.
Whenever he does that, I know what's going to happen, but I'm like, get out the truck car thing! Wheel! Get off! You're going to die!
Be a short film. It's already a short film.
Yeah.
If it just got flattened.
Yeah, oh my God. Little kitten.
Tragic. And there's lots of feet in the morning. And he's running around trying to like weave in and out. And there's like a little child who says hello.
Yeah, the mum's like, you can play with the kitty some other time, honey. And I was like, no. If you see a cat, you're grabbing that cat. I remember one time I was walking down the street with a now ex, and we saw a cat, and we were late for somewhere, and he was holding my hand, but it was really cold, so it was in like a pocket. And I went to go and like stroke the cat, but my hand got stuck in the pocket, and so I was just like pulling my hand, and then I just yelled, "Get off of me!" in like a public setting, and so people thought I was in trouble, but I just wanted to hold a cat.
That's a very you story.
It's a very me story. Get off of me!
And then we meet the shouty hot dog man,
who is voiced by the original Fred from Scooby-Doo.
Oh!
Yes.
Why is he smoking a cigar?
Because it's the 80s in New York and everyone smokes cigars, according to this film.
Okay, he's a Wall Street banker, but on his lunch break he sells hot dogs.
Yeah.
I worked it out. This takes place at the same time as Pose. They should do a crossover.
Does it? Oh my God, that'd be amazing. I would love that. That'd be brilliant. Yeah, and we're introduced to Dodger, voiced by Billy Joel. Now, he is voiced by Billy Joel.
Now, I know what you're going to say.
Oh, wait, do you?
And I think you know what I'm going to say about this dog.
Do you fancy the terrible straight man dog?
I don't want to. But I'm... Yes. Okay, he's got a little scarf on. He's streetwise.
He's a Jack Russell.
He's full of schemes. But he's like a thick Jack Russell.
He is a thick Jack Russell.
He looks like when people draw furries.
Oh, he does a bit, yeah.
Yeah. And I'm not like a furry, but I'm just messed up.
You don't like to categorise yourself.
No.
You can take multitudes.
Also, he sings nice. He
does
sings
sing
good.
Nice. Well, Billy Joel is, Sorry, I am like a massive fan of Billy Joel, which is like my straightest characteristic.
I can name 2 Billy Joel songs. There's one about a piano and one about a girl.
Sing us a song, You're the Piano Man is probably the piano one.
Yeah.
I mean, every other song is about a girl because he's had like 10 marriages and he somehow is married to Christy Brinkley, like the supermodel. Well, I don't know if she's a supermodel technically. Model. Very famous model.
She's an alright model.
But I don't think she was like a Naomi Campbell or anything, but she was like American girl next door.
Well, I've never heard of her,
model.
so...
Yeah, but somehow, have you seen Billy Joel?
I was like, okay, Billy Joel sings good, and this dog's fit. Obviously, Billy Joel's going to be fit. I was so disappointed. I was the most... He's like a little bush baby.
Froggy man. Yeah, he is like a bush baby, yes. And he's got quite stubby fingers. Like, he plays piano real good, but he's got quite stubby little fingers, and I'm not sure how...
He's the piano man.
Yeah, but he's like very plonky. He's also like he is so like he sang Uptown Girl. You must know that song.
That's the one about the girl.
Oh right, yeah. I
mean, for a long time, I thought that was Westlife, but okay.
Oh Lord.
I was like, they were the original singers.
Fucking hell. He is so Italian American that when Lady Gaga is like, I'm from New York, I'm Italian, I think of a little Jack Russell Terrier.
In the live action remake,
yes,
like they did with Lady and the Tramp, she can be this fit dog.
Oh, she would. Do you know her?
Because she's doing a drag king.
Yes, Joe Calderone. I was about to say
because she's got that kind of similar vibe going on.
She does. Oh my god, Joe Calzone. Can we recast this, please?
I mean, Bette Midler can stay the same.
Yes, as can Ruth Pointer /
Cheryl Lee Ralph. Why was Cheryl Lee Ralph not singing? She was in Dreamgirls on Broadway. I don't understand.
Yeah. I thought you'd be happy that Cheryl Lee Ralph was there, but you just seem sad.
I'm happy for Cheryl and I'm happy for Ruth, but they could have just had 2 dogs.
It's true. Why do they need 1 dog?
Like they got Nancy and Bette.
Who's Bette?
In Oliver, she's Nancy's friend.
Oh, yeah, do that. That'd be great.
She's very much shafted in the whole scheme of things, but never mind.
Oh, do you know what else I found out? Sorry, this is when I was looking up like who played who. So Billy Joel plays Dodger. I was going to be like the dog boy. But clearly they got Billy Joel in and they were like, right, Billy, if you could just do us some like excess barking that we can just like put over the top in certain moments, and he clearly couldn't do it, so they have Frank Weller as brackets original, comma, barking noises, close brackets. Poor Frank Weller.
Is he Scooby-Doo?
Oh, he might be. I don't know.
I think he might be. He's good at dogs.
Wow, they got the expert in to be the barking noises.
What happens next? Oh, they talk about the
hot dogs.
The sausages. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I got a bit irritated by Oliver here. I'm not going to lie. He's probably my least favourite character. I would have liked it maybe if he'd just been silent.
He was very I found out he was played by like an 11-year-old boy, and I don't know why I was shocked by that, but I kind of thought it would be like a little girl or something.
Wasn't he quite a famous 11-year-old boy? Oh, he was in Blossom! He was in Blossom! That's what it was!
Oh, fuck! Okay.
Mayim Bialik. But he doesn't have a song for himself, so he doesn't really need to do it. He could be like Bambi. Is Bambi quiet?
I've never seen Bambi.
Dumbo's the silent one.
I'm not going to watch that either, good God.
Bambi's annoying because he talks when his mum gets shot, and he's like, Mother! Mother! This is the first, like, Disney animated film that we've reviewed, as well.
Yeah, it is.
Milestones!
Yes! Also, I love this animating style. I know that's like by the by, but I love that era of Disney animation.
The cheap one.
Yeah.
This was like...
It's nostalgic.
This was 1988, and then The Little Mermaid was 1989, and that's the one that kind of saved it.
Right. Yeah.
So they were like, we've got our last few pennies to put on this dogs in New York kind of thing.
Oh, I'm unsurprised that very few people, like, have seen this, because, like, even the director, if you go on his wiki, it's like, he is famous for directing Oliver and Company. And I was like, oh, that not very famous Disney film. Good. Ooh.
And then Dodger does a big balk, and Oliver runs around the hot dog Louie or whatever his name was.
Old Louie. Yes.
Oh, I was right. And they get the hot dogs, but Dodger's a prick, and he's like, no, these are all mine.
And you were like, oh yeah.
Give me your sausages.
Treat me like shit.
Be withholding. And then
they sing arguably the second best song. I don't know.
It's one of the only songs. There's like 3 songs. But,
it's like 5 or 6.
We've got Once Upon a Time. This one.
Yes.
Sexy Dog. Ruth Pointer.
Yes.
The
piano
Little Girl song.
Yeah, and Georgette's song.
5. Yeah. And then the reprise of this one, which is the classic, the seminal. Why should I worry? Why should I care?
It's so good.
I got streets savoir-faire. I mean, it's good. It's no Consider Yourself, but, like, we'll take what we can get.
I prefer this to Consider Yourself, I won't lie. Because it doesn't have multiple children singing. After some consideration, we can say.
In that film, in that song, in that number, in a dark, dark cellar, some skeletons lived. No, there's a young Elaine Page is considering herself.
Really?
She's up the chimney.
Huh.
She should have stopped there. Fucking
yeah.
Elaine Page. Hater. But he's got sunglasses on. He's got tail.
No. Why'd you hate her?
Oh, have you ever listened to her radio show? She's garbage. She's like, here's a number from Evita. I was in Evita. Oh, I've got a really good memory about this.
Oh my God.
Yuck.
Okay, point taken.
Also, she had an affair with Tim Rice, and also she's probably a Tory, but
Ooh.
There we go. Well, Tim Rice and Andrew Lloyd Webber are both big Tories. Big Tories.
Big Tories.
But anyway, Dodger's got his sunglasses on. He's on a piano. He's the piano dog. And he's played it with his tail.
He plays the piano with his tail in mid-air. He sings on the, like, cement mixer that's, like, turning. He's doing, like, a walk on a turning cement mixer. He blows the cat in the face with a fire hydrant. H2O just add water wishes.
No, Dodger! It's the water.
No, Dodger! Don't hit me in the face with the water!
Cat mermaid.
Yeah. And then they walk over. What? Mm-hmm.
No, I was just going to say, in Buxton, where I live, there's a museum. It's not great, but there's like, we've got a Victorian sideshow mermaid, and it's literally like a cat skull on a fish.
Oh my God.
And they took it round.
Did someone from
Victorian
Buxton just kill a cat? Is that what happened there?
I think many people in Buxton have killed a cat.
Okay.
But yeah, Buxton's chief exports water and fake mermaids. And homophobia. Sorry, what were you saying?
I was saying that then they walk up. What was this thing? What is it called when there's like a grid in the pavement and it blows hot air? What is that called?
A manhole?
No, a all circular?
Sewer?
Yeah, but it blows hot air. I don't know. They walk over one of those.
Oh, it's the subway. It's the subway. Like with Marilyn Monroe.
Yeah. Okay. So they walk over that, and Dodger gets all, like, beautifully coiffed, and he turns around, and Oliver is a little puffball. And they're looking so angry. And if that ain't me, I don't know, I'll put it on the Insta or something. It was so good.
That's going on the Instagram.
Yeah, isn't it? Oh,
it's lovely. I mean, yeah, it's just a great time. Shows us the beauty of New York.
Yeah.
I love you. I'd like to live in New York. If they didn't have guns, or the worst cases of coronavirus in the world.
Have guns?
When I went, I didn't feel unsafe, but I am a white person. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, I walked past the Stonewall Inn.
Didn't you say it was shit?
Yeah, also apparently it was like an awful bar, and that's like why the whole protests happened, because they were pissed off at how shit it was, so they were like, let's destroy it with bricks.
Oh god.
Because it was quite like mask for mask kind of thing.
Oh, I see. Right.
But there's also like a nice memorial of the Stonewall riots.
Oh, that's nice. Okay.
Yeah.
I find like the preferences of the, I'm gonna say male gay community, but I assume it kind of filters into just general AMAB. I don't really know. Just like the preferences, like mask for mask. It's a bit weird. Just from observation. I don't know.
I'll just take anything. Except, I know I don't really like people who are shorter than me, but that's purely like practical, because I've not got the back for stooping.
You're pretty tall though, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm 6'2/3, and then occasionally I wear heels.
Oh god. Big
so
lady.
if there's like a 5'7", I mean, like, even like a 5'9", that's slightly too short for me. I'm sorry. I mean, I know all of those people that are like clamoring to be with me. They must be absolutely devastated.
What about like 6 foot?
That's 6. I mean, I think 5'11" is kind of my minimum, because you can round that up to 6 foot. Like, put on a chunky sole. 6 foot, I think, is my optimum minimum.
I wouldn't count that as like a ridiculous, like, I think heights, like, that's, like you said, practical, isn't it? Isn't it?
Yeah.
Whenever I see like, you know, like a massive, like 7 foot man, and he's got like a 5'5" girlfriend, I'm like, oh, it's brave, innit? Brave.
Oh, the crick in the neck.
I don't have the back for that. Yeah. Oh.
I don't like to feel tall.
Okay.
So I mean, you are need to quite surround tall. Myself. I am tall, but then I don't want to feel like a bloody elephantine Amazonian.
Yeah. Like, I'm not that. I'm fairly tall for a woman. I think I'm like 5'9", and I don't. I'm fairly tall for a woman. Tall. Yeah, but sometimes I'll be around friends and they're all like 5'5", and I feel like a monster. So weird.
Yeah, I feel the same.
It's like I'm not that tall.
King Kong.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna start surrounding myself with taller people.
Do it.
That's what I'd like for my birthday, a tall boyfriend.
Aw. I mean, I can't do anything about that, but, you know. I'll will it into being.
Put it into the universe.
Yes, send some positive vibes.
Anyway, once the song's finished, we go to the scary abandoned boat.
Yes, ooh. Fagin's boat in the docks. Woo. And we meet.
I've no idea where this is.
Are there no docks?
Geographically. There are, because that's where they do the dancing and pose. Maybe they do know each other.
Yes.
I'm here for that.
And we meet all of Fagin's dogs. First we meet Tito, who's very much Petrie from Land Before Time.
He's also the voice of a hyena in Lion King.
Yes! He's a stand-up, isn't he? What's his name? Cheech
Marin.
Yes. Yeah. He's a little chihuahua.
Yes, he's also very annoying. He's the Pepe the Prawn.
Yeah, like the little sidekick things that are supposed to be funny but just make you go, ugh. He's that one.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I liked the Shakespeare dog, Francis.
Francis, yes.
Mainly because he was obviously gay.
Yeah. Francis is great.
Yeah.
Was he watching... No, it wasn't King Lear. What was he watching?
It was some Shakespeare.
Yeah. And there's Einstein, a big Great Dane. I love a Great Dane.
And he's ironically named because he's thick as shit.
Yes. And then, there's Rita. Sexy
or as
dog.
I call her, Sexy Nancy Dog.
Yeah. She's... Oh my god. So, she's like a Saluki, which is like a fancy... Like, I don't know how to describe them. Like, thin, long ears.
She's also wearing blue eyeshadow.
She's a fabulous dog. What's your problem with blue eyeshadow?
That's not safe for pets.
Look, you've seen a Disney show, a Disney film even. You know that if there's a girl animal, she's got eyeshadow and tits. Somehow. They give it to them.
Dog
like, do
boobs!
something with the... Yeah! Canine titties! They, like, do something with the chest and make it look like boobs. I don't know why they do it. They just decided it was a thing.
It's unsettling.
Yeah.
Well, we know why. It's misogyny.
Yeah. But also, little Caitlin was like, she's my favourite and I don't know why yet. And then, about half an hour later, I had another favourite and I still wasn't sure why.
Well, that's what this podcast is for, to unearth those feelings and interrogate them.
Yeah. When I chose this, I was like, I'm not sure if this is going to be any good because I'm not sure this made me queer, and then I watched it and I was like, oh, okay. Oh, God, okay.
I think that this would have, like, helped me on... Slytherin could help you on the way to queerness. And I think it's the same bit that helped you in about half an hour.
The same bit? Oh, just in the how fabulous it is. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, you were repulsed, whereas I was like, hello.
Oh, no. I was enchanted.
Intrigued. I see what you're getting at, okay.
So they're on this boat, and Dodger's telling a story about how he got the sausages. And he's like, I got them all by myself. Ha 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 ha.
Had to fight off this big scary monster.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I was like, oh.
Lie to me. Trick me.
And then Oliver drops in from the ceiling because he's followed them there.
Yeah. And they almost
and then,
kill him, but then he's like, no, I came with Dodger. Yeah.
And then Fagin turns up, and I was like, why is not everyone in this film a dog? I was very confused.
Because
I thought Fagin was going to be like a dog with a missing ear. Being like, in this life, one thing counts. Have you read the original Oliver Twist?
I really hate Charles Dickens. Like, I've read, like, a children's version. Like, I know the story, but, yeah.
I mean, in the full-length Charles Dickens one, the anti-Semitism, she's off the charts.
Yeah. I saw Rowan Atkinson as Fagin, and I feel like he slightly hammed that up as well, but I wasn't sure. I didn't really know what anti-Semitism was at that point, but in retrospect, looking back. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, all of Fagin's character is literally to be like, money, money, money. Yeah, so I'm glad they did away with that in the Disney version.
Yeah, this Fagin, I think it's just the laugh. I don't think it's anything else. Or maybe just the clump, the sort of like gangliness. Reminds me a bit of Evie Oddly. He's got a laugh that's like...
In the Lady Gaga starring live action version, Evie Oddly can play Fagin.
Good, okay, great.
Sorted. Who's playing the cat? Who's playing Oliver? It's probably going to be like Millie fucking Bobby Brown or someone. One of them Stranger Things pricks.
Oh, God. Yeah, it is, isn't it? Finn Wolfhard. Wolfhard? Is that his name? Wolf? Wolf? Yeah.
Wolfhard. You'd change it, wouldn't you?
You know that picture that went viral of Lily Rose Depp making out with Timothée Chalamet? I was like, why is Lily Rose making out with the Stranger Things boy? They look the same from a distance. Yeah.
Even close up.
Who would you have play him? Who's a good young actor who isn't a twat?
I like the one that plays Mowgli in the live-action Jungle Book, but he might be too old now.
Yeah. Oh, you know who'd be cute? Have you seen Jojo Rabbit?
Little Jojo. Oh.
And he's got the right level of a little bit annoying, but kind of cute.
Yes.
You know? Yes.
Yeah. Perfect.
Yeah. Let's get Taika Waititi involved. He can direct it. It'd be great.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm here for that. Are we still having Billy Joel, or are we having somebody else?
An aged Billy Joel. He could probably do Sykes now.
Bobby Cannavale. He's quite sexy in
Who's that?
New York, Italian American. What's he been in? He was in the Shit Annie remake.
You know I haven't seen that.
You'd know him if you saw him. For his eyes are sunken in... No, again, that's McCavity.
Oh, you know who they probably cast? The one who's in all the American Horror Stories. What's his name? Evan Peters. They'd probably cast him as Dodger, wouldn't they? Because he's in everything.
Sure, why not?
I don't like it, but I feel like he would be cast.
Billy Porter!
Billy Porter! Yes.
I mean, it's completely, like, you'd have to change the character completely, but,
Yeah. Or he could play Francis.
Who's playing Sexy Lady? Billy Porter playing Georgette!
Yes! or just Bette Midler still, because I fucking love Bette Midler.
Yeah.
Who's playing Sexy Dog?
Sexy Nancy Dog.
Eyeshadow Nancy?
We might have to get, Janelle Monáe back.
Ooh. So I was about to suggest Tessa Thompson.
Who?
Tessa Thompson.
Oh, I thought you said Sophie Thompson. I was like, what? Emma Thompson's crazy sister.
Emma Thompson has a crazy... Oh, yes, you've told me about this, yeah.
Yeah, and they fly around protesting about climate change. And it's a bit like, okay, get the bus. You know what else is a great bus to get on?
The Patreon bus.
Ding ding, all aboard.
You can get your hands on great rewards like early access, bonus episodes, and even merchandise.
Membership starts from just £1 a month.
Which is cheaper than most bus fares if you think about it.
We'd also like to give a special shout out to our patrons on the TRACY tier.
Lia Maro.
Sofia.
Colley.
Laura Kenny.
And nothing is certain except Beth and taxes.
Still an excellent pun.
If you'd like to join these wonderful people in supporting our podcast and sign up for membership from just £1 a month, visit patreon.com/queers.
That's patreon.com/QUEERS. Queers. Anyway, Fagin's got some dog biscuits, and they're all very exciting.
And they jump on him. Click, click.
Oh, they do. Click, 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 click. Yeah, there's honk, 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 and it's Sykes with his scary Dobermans.
Yeah, I kind of like Dobermans, so I feel like this is an unfair portrayal, but also I think arseholes do have Dobermans.
Have you seen Up?
No.
I mean, there's thousands of arsehole Dobermans in Up, but they've got funny voices. Yeah.
Thousands? Why are there thousands of Dobermans?
There's a good 10.
Okay.
Sorry for the hyperbole.
I just thought, I mean, I don't know the film, so I was like, is there a cult of Dobermans? I don't know.
Kind of.
Okay. There's this great bit where they all had to, like, all the dogs have been out searching for valuable items because Fagin owes Sykes money. And Fagin gets the little box they've been putting it all in, opens it and goes, "It's worthless. What have you done?" Which is me looking at what I've written when comedy starts up again. Me looking at the entirety of the past few months. "It's worthless. What have you done?"
Garbage. And Sykes is like, "I don't want this. I want the money that you owe me. You've got 3 days. You got three nights, three mornings.
Yeah.
And 3 days." And then Fagin's like, three. That means 9. Okay.
Took a leaf out of the White Witch. 3, 9.
I mean, to be fair, Sykes should be clearer.
Yeah, I remember as a kid being quite confused about this bit. I was like, but 3 and 3 and 3 is 9. What? I was so confused.
I mean, Ursula a year later is like, you got 3 fucking days, you got 72 hours with your legs, get a boyfriend, 3 days, you got exactly 3, and she's like, okay, cool, thanks, I'm going to sign a contract. Women do it better.
Couldn't be clearer, frankly.
That's the thing.
Girl boss Ursula.
Girlsula. No, it didn't work.
Doberman's hitting on Rita, and Francis says, "Isn't it rather dangerous to use one's entire vocabulary in a single sentence?" And I was like, ha ha ha, good. Bitchy dog.
Bitchy gays. And then they scarp her off.
Yeah.
Because they've got a threat of 3 days.
Yeah.
And then they're like, "Oliver, you're in the gang."
Yeah.
I missed why.
What's he adding? I don't know. Yeah, me too.
Yeah, he's doing nothing for them.
He's very sad. And they have a really cute falling asleep bit where they, like, put a blanket over him, and he meets little Oliver and cuddles him, and they give him a dog biscuit, and he reads the dogs a bedtime story.
The story's really fucking cute as well.
It's really cute. About Sparky? Is it Sparky?
I think his name's Sparky. I was kind of overwhelmed with emotion to really focus on names.
It was so cute. Oh, and then Oliver snuggles up with Dodger. Anyway, sorry, I'm over it.
Like a fucking twink. Oliver's a little fucking twink. Like, he crawls in bed with Dodger. I'm like, gay. I love it.
I mean, yeah, he is.
He's quite muscular. Anyway.
He's a fucking dog.
Sexy Nancy Dog the next day, they're out in the streets, and Oliver's like, "What work do you do?" And Sexy Nancy's like, "I'm gonna sing it through song." And by the end of the song, I was like, I still have no fucking clue what work you do.
Well, they've got to go and get shit, haven't they? And Fagin says, "Dead men do not buy dog food." And I was like, oh my god. A lot to tell a fucking puppy. I mean, I guess he doesn't think they can understand him. But anyway, yeah, Ruth sings a little song. And it's a great song.
It's alright.
Oh, how dare you? I've got this on my phone. They do little sidestepping choreo across the street. It's so cute.
The choreo is good. And it's amazing that they got those dogs to do that on camera. Really impressed.
Synchronized.
It's alright. And then they're like, we're going to do this heist on this limo, which has the number plate 410 FEM, Cheserved Fem Realness.
Yes.
It's this little child in a limo reading out a letter from her parents, and she's like, "We have to go to the and I'm like, if you're too young to read the word conference, you're too young to have your ears pierced.
Yeah, I think you just haven't been to, like, the Midlands, because we pierce them in the womb. Like, we get that shit pierced.
I think in Claire's they should have like a reading chart, like in an optician's, and you have to read what these words say before you can have your ears pierced. Sound it out.
I think you just like show your ultrasound, and you're like, eh. Just reach in, give it a little clip.
That would make the film Vera Drake very different.
Oh God.
Yes. Here, love, come on in, have a cup of tea. We're going to pierce your baby's ears.
Is that Julie Walters or Imelda Staunton?
Imelda Staunton.
Love Imelda Staunton. Yes, little Jenny is in the car and she misses her parents. Her parents, who she wishes were home for her birthday. This couldn't be more aptly chosen. Yeah, and then Einstein runs into the car and Francis overacts, which is somehow this pod.
Oh yeah, and she's like in this limo being like, oh my God, what was that? And she's really sad. And I'm like, I get that you're sad, but you're sad in a limo, so... Yeah.
That's the best way to be sad.
This film doesn't really, like, bridge the gap between the rich and the poor. Like, the rich stay rich and the poor stay poor.
The ending, in my mind, the ending is better and less, alright, goodbye, poor people, we'll never see you again. Which is kind of how it ends up being. But in my head, it isn't that, so we're going to keep it that way in my head.
Okay, the remake. We'll fix all these in the remake.
Yes. They try and key the car, basically. But they're dogs, so it doesn't really work. In fact, all this whole film is... Do I? They're trying, like... What are they trying to do?
Like, hotwire it.
But why?
Because key in a car is when you just scratch a car with a key in it.
Oh, maybe. Okay, anyway. Why are they trying to hotwire a car?
I have no idea.
They're puppies. What are they going to do with
can't
the
drive
car?
Yeah.
So yeah,
Tito's biting into the wire.
Yeah.
And then Jenny finds Oliver all tangled up in the wires and is like, I'm having it.
I mean, yeah. Bitch me to the fuck. Yeah. And Tito gets, like, thrown out the car with the force of his electrocution or something. It's very weird.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
And then they're driving home, and the chauffeur, whose name is not important.
Winston.
Okay. All right.
He's gay.
He's gay. He watches wrestling later.
He does.
A very homosexual pastime. And yeah, they say he's driving home, and Winston's like, Georgette is not going to like this. And I'm like, okay, so like Georgette's like the camp French maid, or like a cook, or like an eccentric aunt. Right? Wrong.
So wrong.
It's Bette Midler wearing eyeshadow and having dog boobs.
And she is introduced to us sleeping on a rotating platter which is held up by statues of herself and covered in ruched curtains. Name a more fabulous character. You can't.
This is the greatest entrance in cinema history.
So good. Oh, God. Yeah, she's a fucking poodle.
And she gets ready in the mirror with her dog boobs.
Yes.
It's that little, like, they've kind of made the, you know how they have, like, a little mane of, like...
Yeah, so when you shave a poodle, like, I call it a fashion poodle. Like, when you shave like, poodles don't actually look like that. When you shave their bits and only leave a ruff round the neck and a pom-pom on top and little cuffs round their feet.
Little cuffs.
Little cuffs. Cuffing. No.
Yeah, so she pushes up her dog boobs, and I'm like, why was everyone so negative about cats when this already exists?
Well, she is singing an excellent song. Perfect isn't easy.
Oh, I bet they put Taylor Swift in this part when they remake it.
Oh, no. Oh, I hate
Fuming.
that. Who's bitchy?
Me.
Who does bitchy well?
Me.
Okay, you can be Bette Midler dog.
I don't know. Who would be good?
Michelle Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer.
Michelle Pfeiffer.
Michelle. Did I say Michelle? That's what my parents
Christine
say.
Baranski.
Yes. Is there like a young version of Christine like, is there a... Not to be ageist. I'm just trying to think if there is an equivalent, like, in the younger acting community.
This is going the opposite direction, but Liza Minnelli?
That is going the opposite direction, but yes.
Imagine her coked out a fucking nut, pretending to be a dog. I think...
Isn't that what Bette Midler's doing?
I think they'd be like, so Liza, this is like traditional animation or whatever. And she's like, no, I will be doing it motion capture. Put me in your dots. And I want to push my boobs up. Why was Liza not in Cats?
You know, I think Michaela Cole has their cheekbones. Like,
oh.
But I haven't really seen her be, like, exuberant. She's a very good actress, but, like, I haven't seen, like... You don't necessarily have to be a good actress to be a poodle. I'll say it.
Like she's too nice, like inherently too nice, Michaela.
Yeah. It's just those cheekbones, I can't get over them. Oh God.
Amanda Bynes. No, I'm just saying names.
I'm so disappointed that we can't think of someone who is like...
Well, listeners, write in, let us know.
Yeah.
Who should play
like...
this poodle with boobs? Booble!
Yeah,
no, it didn't work.
And aside from that, who was like a young version of like Christine Baranski and Michelle Pfeiffer? Because I can't think of someone who has that level of like camp, bitchy, cunt.
I can't either. And that's upset me.
Yeah, like an exuberant Violet Chachki. Like, why does that not exist?
Well, we see the niche, we're going to have to fill it. One of us is going to become a bitchy young Christine Baranski. We'll toss a coin.
I need to become relatively successful at comedy so that I can be a shoo-in for this role. You know when comedians, like, become successful so don't actually have to be good at what they do to be cast in things?
I like that. It's a good plan.
Naming no Jack Whitehall names.
Anyway. Bette sings a song, Perfect Isn't Easy, and I was like, okay, so the film's over now? Like, this can't be topped.
This is the finale. Surely.
This is the end. We're done. Cool. Yeah. Great. He's happy. We don't really care about Fagin. Don't give a shit. He's not a dog.
Bette singing a song. Yeah. Oh, God. I'm just thinking about the dog boobs now.
Doobs.
Christ.
Canine titties.
Canine titties.
Woof woof waps. Jenny's in the kitchen. She's cooking a hot bowl of garbage for Oliver to eat. There's like squirty cream on it, Rice Krispies.
Yeah. Very weird.
Garbage.
And Bette Midler comes down. Bette Midler. Georgette comes down the stairs, and Winston is on the phone to Jenny's parents, and he's like, Georgette, I wouldn't go in there if I were you. You're not gonna like this. And she walks in, and okay, do you think Bette Midler was hungry? Because she is chewing the scenery. Do you happen to know whose bowl you're eating?
I love that they have Georgette barking, but it's so clearly Bette Midler going bark, 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 bark,
bark. She says bark.
I just imagine her in the fucking studio. Like, Bette, can we get a few more barks, please?
How bad was Billy Joel's barking?
I Oh, I just remembered one of the lyrics, like, of her song is like, it's not that, but it's like, I'm classy, I'm assy, and I'm better than Lassie. And I'm like, yes, bitch, you are.
We're not, it's basically that, but we're not talking Lassie, yes. And the last, like, 30 seconds is her just howling.
Oh, and like all the dogs outside, like,
yeah.
Yes, bitch.
Yes. Yeah, it's a great song.
And then the dogs are like outside, just like plotting to get Oliver back.
Yeah, and they're like, we've got to come home, go back in the evening. Oh.
I was like, I'm overwhelmed by Bette Midler being camp. Can we go back to that, please? More Bette doing onomatopoeia.
There's like a little montage of Jenny having fun with Oliver. She takes him on a fucking boat ride. I was like, have this poor cat not been through enough?
Oh, she's playing the fucking piano, and I'm like, this fucking scales and arpeggios rehash. Get in the sea.
Oh. I wasn't a fan of this, and I know I love this film, but
And then they have this rich cunts in Central Park montage.
Yeah. And they buy him a collar, that becomes important, a little bowl. Oh, and then they settle down to sleep, and she picks him up and gives him a little nose rub, and that's what I do every night with my cats.
Why is everybody in this montage, dressed like they're in Victorian times? Because I certainly saw an advert for Coca-Cola.
Yeah, I don't really know. They're dressed weird, aren't they? She's in weird, like, leggings and very short skirt combo. It was odd.
Yeah, there's a scene later at the end. She dresses like Little Orphan Annie from the musical Annie, like the exact recreation, and I'm like, all right, this fucking orphan nonsense. We get it.
You're not an orphan. You live on Fifth Avenue.
She lives on literal Fifth Avenue, which must be hell.
Yeah, but you know. Also really nice.
I mean, not like, hell, but like hell in a limo, like I say.
Yeah. Yeah. So then the dogs return and try and get into the house, and they...
Because she's gone to school in what is a hearse painted yellow.
Yeah, it's very weird.
And it's like, school bus. No, it's a hearse.
Yeah. And yeah, Francis does his dying dog routine again. And like lures Winston out the house so they can run in.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And then I was a bit distracted in this bit. I was like, does Bette want to be ravaged by Dodger? Because like, same, but I'm unsure of everyone's motivations in this scene.
I loved the interaction of, oh, I knew this would happen one day, and he's like, you're barking up the wrong tree, I'm not after you, and she, no, it's not you I'm after, and she's like, it's not? It's not! Like, she's so furious that someone hasn't come to, like, kidnap her. I think the assumption is that she's so, like, wealthy and awarded, because she's a show dog, that someone would obviously want to steal her. I think that's the dynamic. I mean,
the reason I got distracted was because I did a bit of Googling. And I found out that in an adaptation of Oliver Twist, Bill Sykes is portrayed by the one and only Tim Curry. Can you imagine such a thing?
Which one? What?
It's some, like, 90s, like, just, like, adaptation of the book.
That's great.
But I'm like, that is simultaneously the best and the worst casting I've ever heard.
How dare you? You know his range. Space!
Spice!
Spice!
How'd you do, Oliver? I'm gonna beat a tart with a heart to death.
Oh my god. Yeah, I can't imagine him. I mean, I know he literally played Pennywise the Clown, but I can't imagine him doing violence. I need to watch that version of it, because I'm sure he's great, but...
It's so upsetting. Oh no, I did it! Oh no! I did the you thing!
So upsetting. Aha!
You got Miguel. Side note, I was like, if this sexy Nancy dog gets beaten to death by Bill Sykes, I'm leaving. I'm gone. I'm cancelling my Disney Plus and we're out of here. Bye-bye. It doesn't happen, thank God.
There are two... I was wrong. I said to you there's one bit of dog trauma. I think there's two bits of minor dog trauma.
Yeah.
But they happen.
But one of them's not packaged as dog trauma.
Yeah, one's packaged as, aha, we killed the bad guy. I was like, you electrocuted a dog, but fine.
Two whole dogs.
Two whole dogs, yeah. Yeah. Speaking of Rita the dog, what was her name? Ruth Pointer dog. I absolutely adore her looking at all these like signed photographs of Georgette's admirers and being like, excuse me, assistant, who's Rex? May I inquire as to who this very sexy dog is? That was great. And Francis is eating chocolate in Georgette's bed, which is very camp.
Dangerous. You're gonna die, Francis. Stop eating chocolate.
Oh yeah. Oh no. True, actually.
And then they kind of like take him back. They rescue Oliver. And he's like, thanks, but I don't want to be back in poverty.
Yeah.
I'm a rich cunt now. I've had a montage.
Yeah. And they get really annoyed with him, and I get it, but I'm also like, he's a baby. A little baby. Leave him alone.
Dodger goes off on this whole, like, rant, and he's like, you're in the gang. The gang means family. And I was like, okay, he was in the gang for a day, but, like,
and also,
cool.
He never asked to be in the gang. You just went, you're in the gang.
He just wanted some sausages.
Yes. Yeah, actually, if you'd just given him a sausage, this whole thing wouldn't have happened.
Don't we all just want sausages?
Why will men not share their sausages?
Well, TikTok to my birthday, thank you, please.
Change.org for Kate Butch.
Share a sausage, Governor. I was in Oliver the Musical. Have I told you my horrible history with Oliver the Musical?
You've told me that you were almost cast and then weren't.
Well, I was meant to be in it in Buxton Opera House, which,
show.
like, when you're from Buxton, is a big thing.
I thought you meant your TV show escapade.
Oh, that's one of 3.
Okay.
Again, why I don't like short people, because I was too tall to be Oliver in I'd Do Anything on BBC One. I could have been in the West End. But these bloody jeans making me tall? No, thank you, jeans. So that's the one of them. The second one is that I was
low-rise jeans. Sorry.
That's good. I hope you're pleased with yourself.
I am, thank you. It's my
your birthday, so... Okay. And then I was meant to be in it in Buxton Opera House, which is like a big deal if you're from Buxton.
Yeah.
And then, like, we like meant to do our first rehearsal, but the gay lawyer who was directing it, who lives in a town called Peniston. Well, it's Peniston, but like it's spelled penis tone. What's your penis tone? He lost all of his money.
Oh no.
Well, he's a lawyer, so ill-gotten gains?
Not necessarily. My mum's a lawyer.
I don't think he was a nice lawyer.
Oh, I see.
I don't really know anything about lawyers apart from Legally Blonde and The Good Wife.
Yeah,
that's kind of all that.
Legally Blonde gal trying to be a lawyer?
She's good, but she's surrounded by evil lawyers, and I think he was an evil lawyer.
I see.
He was. I think he might have also been a Tory.
Oh, okay, right.
But he lost all his money, so they didn't do the show in the end. And then the third one is that I auditioned to be an Oliver in a town called Leek. Now, I don't want to like.
Oh, I know Leek.
Do you?
Oh, I know Leek. Yeah, I think I've been to Leek.
It's near Alton Towers.
Yeah, I think I might have been to Leek. Yeah. I think a family friend. Anyway, whatever.
Well, if you've got a family friend in Leek, what I'm about to say is going to be verifiable, actually.
Okay.
Does your family friend have 6 fingers?
No.
Basically, most people in Leek are inbred, and they can't sing the songs of Oliver very well. So I was like, I'm a shoo-in. I'm a bloody shoo-in. I'm a cute blonde child.
Mm-hmm.
I'm ready. I'm ready for it.
Mm-hmm.
Who was I cast as? Charlie Bates.
Who's that?
Exactly. He's Dodger's friend.
No.
And he has...
Did you have any lines?
Two lines.
Okay.
The first one is nose rags.
Okay. It can only go up from here.
When he's like, what's everybody got? What's everyone stolen today? And then handkerchiefs, go nose rags. And the second one, very appropriately, I'm going to get close to my microphone.
Okay, you going to ASMR it?
These sausages are mouldy.
Ooh.
These sausages are mouldy. These sausages are mouldy.
Stop it.
Share your mouldy sausages, please, men. Thank you.
Yeah, that was a long way to get there, but I appreciate the story.
It's nearly my birthday. Go with me.
Okay.
Anyway, Dodger's fuming. He's like,
yeah, he's being
fuck
very
off
mean.
then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Fane comes back, picks up little Oliver, sees he's got a collar, and is like, oh, hatching a plan. Little chicken. And yeah. They plan.
He's like, Fifth Avenue, money.
Yeah. To, what's it called? Like,
Ransom
the cap? That's it, yeah. Little Oliver.
Yeah. And then we go back to the posh house, and Sexy Bette Midler Dog is doing aerobics in front of the TV. She's like, lifting her legs. I'm having
I put calisthenics.
She's got a fitness video on. What the fuck is that?
It's like aerobics, but I think it's like very 80s.
Is that like Fabletics?
That's a brand, not Spawn.
I
think it's like...
Now I've mentioned it, I'm gonna get every fucking advert. I mean, like, I'm always worried that, like, the internet knows me too well and knows all of my secrets and knows what I want, and then I get an advert for Fabletics or Sweaty Betty, and I'm like, she knows nothing.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Yeah, you don't want to... If Fabletics is one of those things where you have to, like, pay, like, 40 quid membership unless you buy something each month.
What?
It's like Fenty.
That's awful.
Yeah, I don't know why it's considered, like, a great deal. Like, I don't want... If I was there for a year, I'd have 12 different, like, Fabletics things. I don't want 12 different Fabletics things. Ridiculous.
I don't want one.
Yeah. Yeah. So she's doing her calisthenics/aerobics while eating chocolate, which has been a move for the past few months. I'll tell you. I've been, like, doing a workout every day and being like, why aren't I getting thinner? Scoff, scoff.
I've been doing that, but not doing the workout.
Ah, I see.
So I'm just eating, and I'm like, why is this corset not doing up?
Surely the point of a corset is that it will do up at any size.
Oh, no.
Okay, sorry.
You fool.
Okay.
But it's not how you look, it's how you feel. And I feel awful. But Jenny gets this note.
Yes.
And she's like, oh, fuck, I'm going to have to... I'm going to have to do it, to pay this ransom.
Yeah. Here's where I start getting pissed off. I mean, I may be wrong, but I've always assumed the ransom is, like, a lot, but not in, like, I don't know, £500? You know, like, that it is a lot if you don't have money, but if you're rich like Jenny, it's not a lot of money. Just get on the phone, love. Get to your fam, ask them for money.
Why does Fagin owe Sykes the money? Is that explained?
Why does he owe it?
Drugs?
Does Sykes... Is that the same dynamic as in the original? Or is Sykes just an arsehole?
No! No, because Sykes is, like, in the gang. He's Nancy's boyfriend.
Oh. I thought there was, like, an owing money dynamic in the original.
I think he's just,
I think he's just, like, a loan shark. Like, someone who takes advantage, like,
okay.
He probably borrowed money for, like... Well, he lives on a boat, and his only item of furniture is, like, an airline seat that has somehow been taken out of a plane. Explain that one. So he's probably borrowing money for a perfectly reasonable reason. Or for drugs. I'm not going to judge. If you're sleeping on an airline seat, I'm not going to judge you.
In New York in the 80s.
Yeah.
I mean, we can assume from the context.
Yeah. He hasn't found his house yet. I'm sure that'll happen soon. I mean, like pose. You know what I mean?
Fagin goes to Sykes to be like, I've got this scheme.
Yeah.
And then the dog trauma happens, and I'm like, have the Dobermans just killed Dodger?
Yeah. His little, like that sound dogs make when they get hurt. What's it, like a little whine? Oh, I hate it.
A little yelp.
Yeah, a little yelp. But
my
no,
mum keeps stepping on our dog because she doesn't wear her glasses.
Oh. The other day, I nudged my cat with my foot very slightly because he was standing behind my foot. Like, I didn't step on him, I just slightly nudged him, and he was like, meow, like that. And I was like, oh, for fuck's sake! Don't... And my mum was like, you're stepping on the cat. I was like, I'm not! The cat's just a dickhead.
My dog holds a really good grudge. And I'm like, you're one of the family. You've done well here. Like, he'll remember if you've stepped on him. And he's like, I'm going to hold it against you personally. I love it. But no, he's fine. My dog's fine. And so's Dodger, which is fine. It's all good.
Yeah.
He lives to bang another bitch.
Ooh.
Female dog, it's a bitch. You can call a bitch a bitch. Bitch.
Did you say bang another bitch?
Yeah. This dog fucks.
I know he does, but that's a lot.
A bitch is a female dog. I'm being accurate.
This is my childhood. Stop it.
What is this podcast if not ruining your childhood?
It's ruining my present time as well, but...
Wow, then. Okay. Good job we're nearly at the end, isn't it?
They agree that Fagin's plan is pretty good.
They do. Yeah. They very much do.
They're going to meet Jenny.
Jenny, who's in a little raincoat, and so's Bette Midler.
Georgia.
She's in a little raincoat as well.
Yeah,
Serving
and
looks.
she's so pissed
we love
off.
it. She's like, what is this map? Which says house and Bowit, and is drawn in maybe crayon, maybe blood.
Yeah, and it's just a squiggly line. But eventually they find Fagin, and like he's like, you brought a piggy bank, because she just brought her piggy bank with all her like sense, I guess, in it, which is sweet, but also
Well, she's got no fucking sense, has she?
Oh, well, exactly. And I feel like this is what I was getting pissed off at. Jenny, I think, is supposed to be like the moral arbiter of the whole thing, because he's like, because she's like, what arsehole would steal, I shouldn't say arsehole, what mean person would steal my kitten? And Fagin's like, well, maybe he, whoever it was going through some hard
she,
times,
I don't know, they.
Maybe he needed the money. I don't know. And she's like, it's still wrong. And I'm like, all right, Jenny, you live on 5th Avenue. Fuck off. Like, it just pissed me off. But Fagin decides he doesn't want to... I mean, I was a bit like, just take the piggy bank. Like, she's not going to miss it. Just take it.
Have some spare change. Oh, look, go for it.
I'm not the person you're looking for, because I feel terrible now because you guilted me about my terrible financial situation, but I found a kitten. Is it yours? It's very sweet. I felt really bad for Fagin in this moment.
And it's like, oh, a cute little ending resolution, but no. Sykes kidnaps Jennifer and is like, I'm having it. Because she's got rich parents and they're probably going to pay a ransom, not with a piggy bank.
Mm-hmm. In fairness, a better plan. Like, I'm not saying kidnap people. I'm just saying it's a pretty good plan.
I mean, Millie Bobby Brown would be this prick. That's it. That's the one.
What, Sykes?
No, Jenny.
Oh, okay. Oh, she
or,
would.
Like,
yes.
She'd be voiced by Ariana Grande if it was a voice acting one.
Oh, I hate that.
And she'd sing the song about the piano.
Ariana Grande does a lot of voice work.
She does. She needs to stop.
Oh, in a modern version, contemporary version, if it was animated, they get Miley Cyrus to be Oliver. Because they fucking love making Miley Cyrus do voiceover roles. I'm not a fan.
Have you seen Bolt?
No. Is she in that?
This is quite similar, yes.
Okay.
Her and John Travolta.
What? What a combo.
He's the dog.
Oh, good for him.
Yeah.
Star and role. Good for you, John Travolta.
So the dogs break in, they do a heist.
Yes.
And they get in a trench coat.
Yeah. Get on each other's shoulders.
I watched a sketch on the internet recently. It's a trench coat inside two kids.
Oh my god. That's great. Who did that?
It's like, I think it's like UCB in Chicago or someone. It's one of those like American sketch group things.
Yeah.
And it's just this monologue of this trench coat who's pretending to be two children.
That's really funny.
2 tickets for the human movie, please.
Oh, that's really good. I enjoy that. So yeah, the dogs pretend to be a pizza delivery guy.
Yes.
Yeah. And they escape.
Oh, and Tito's biting all the cameras.
Yeah, and they lure Sykes out and then sneak back in, and then there's a hook. Also, where was he? Was it just like a factory, an abandoned factory? Where was this?
Or like a shipping warehouse?
Oh, that's probably it. Yeah. So they get a little hook, and
they make Francis watch all the monitors.
Yes.
To, like, as the lookout, and I'm like, well, you turned off all the cameras with your teeth, but like, okay. But instead he switches over to ballet, and I was like, yes, you're queer.
Yes, camp dog.
This gay dog.
Yes. So they all jump on the chair that Jenny's been tied to, put a hook on it, and then Tito controls the wiring. Is that it? And like gets them to like be raised up into the sky, and I don't know. This is such a vague plan. Like, I feel like they're really improvising as they go. And you know I hate them.
We shouldn't read too much into the mechanics of this.
Oh yeah, they are dogs. Like, why didn't they draw up a blueprint? They can't draw.
And then they're about to get kidnapped, but Fagin crashes in on his scooter, and they all get on the scooter, and there's a big car chase. And
they drive into a subway.
Oh
wait, is that the Wiz?
There's a creepy man with a little some bouncy friends.
No.
And then they just like drive down the tracks, so there's like electricity sparking everywhere.
I remember as a kid, this was the most incredible thing I'd ever seen. Like,
and Dodger very much throws these Dobermans onto the electric tracks, and I'm like, they're dead.
Yeah, a dog gets electrocuted, and we're supposed to be like, yay!
And then a second dog gets electrocuted, and we're meant to be like, yay, even more yay! They killed 2 dogs.
Double yay!
Double yay! And then just a train.
Oh, Sykes grabs Oliver, and there's such a back and forth when they're like, what's gonna, like, Dodger runs after Oliver, and Sykes is throwing him around, and then there's a train. And I was like, so I know they survived, but I was like, oh my goodness, what's going to happen? Like, I still don't understand how they got out of the way of the train. There's no explanation. They're just suddenly not on the track anymore.
They made the scooter jump, I think.
Okay.
Onto, like, a different ledge? I don't know.
Why didn't they do that from the start? Because Sykes is in a car, and cars can't jump.
Well, they certainly can't, because Sykes gets full-on trained. Like, a train just hits him.
They murder a man.
He's dead.
Like, I know he was a bad man, but they murdered him.
And there's that dumb bit where is in every film, and they're like, oh, Oliver, are you dead? And he's not. Because that'd be a shit ending, wouldn't it?
Yeah. But Jenny's got to have a little cat, so, you know. Cut to Jenny's birthday.
Jenny's birthday! Happy birthday to you!
Woo!
Georgette and Tito are fucking. Just pure fucking.
Yeah, what was this? She's like, can I see you for a moment in private? And I was like, are these dogs gonna fuck? I don't remember this bit.
And that would be really difficult, because she's quite tall and slinky, and he's a little tiny chihuahua.
Chihuahua. Yeah. Winston and Fagin are friends, and I was like, this is cute. Maybe, like, I don't know, is there going to be a bit where it wouldn't have been good, but in it, Fagin loses a bet to Winston over the boxing. And I thought Winston was going to be like, no, you win, you have the tenner or whatever. But no, Winston's like, you little bitch, where's my money? And also he's basically homeless.
These rich cunts didn't get to be rich cunts by giving away their money.
It's true, but also, he did just save your charges? What would you call the relationship between Winston and Jenny?
Yeah,
like,
no. I thought you meant Fagin. I thought you were going to say Fagin. I dropped the gun. No. I am the boom boom gun. Yeah, like, employer.
Yeah? Employer's child? Like, basically, he made sure you didn't get fired.
Yeah.
And still, I'm surprised you haven't been fired, because you let a child go to the docks with a piggy bank and a prize-winning poodle. That's a dangerous combination in the docks.
Maybe Winston's the villain.
Yeah, let's go with
that. I like the bit where Fagin and all the dogs are like, oh, we'd better be going, and then Winston says to Jenny, like, have we forgotten anything? And I'm like, yes, financial compensation.
Yes.
And she's like, I need to say thank you. And I'm like, open your purse.
Yeah, Jenny has very much the vibe of those actors who sang Imagine, don't they? Imagine you had money.
I thought they were going to be like, here's all of your money. I thought they were going to be like, here's a reward for saving her life, even though you did kind of put it in jeopardy anyway. Or we'll buy the cat off you.
Yes. Oh, that would have been good. I mean, we don't know that. Well, I was going to say we don't know that they didn't, but they could have just, like, panned to him, like, getting on a new moped, so it's implied that they've given him money. I don't know. Literally anything more than what they did would have been good.
He could even be in a change of clothes.
Yeah. But no.
He's in the same clothes throughout.
Yeah.
I'm sad for him.
I remember this ending being better, I won't lie.
Speaking of clothes, Tito and Georgette go upstairs, and then we're like, they're gonna fuck. And then Tito comes down in a little sailor suit, and I'm like,
yeah.
A Luke.
But he freaks out, and I was like, I hate this. It's like when you tell a guy, hey, maybe wearing the same clothes you wore when you were 12 isn't attractive, and they're like, what? What are you talking about?
Oh, you're so right. You're so right. I don't think I like Tito. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so he's so, like, obsessed with Georgette, and then she's like, could you wear a coat? And he's like, I hate it here.
Anyway, and then we get a lovely little reprise of "Why Should I Worry? Why Should I
and
Care?"
they're like, jumping on the cars.
They're having a great time.
Francis doesn't have any rhythm, which worries me because he's camp. So what's going on there? But you know,
let's sleep a dog's lie.
I think he's trying to deliver it as spoken word. Yeah. So you sing that little song on the hopping over different cars, and it's lovely.
And that's the end.
Yeah. That's it.
That's the fucking end. That's your lot. 6 fucking dicks.
That's your lot.
I think it's Sophie Anderson who said that. I don't know. Maybe Rebecca Moore. One of the cock destroyers. Oh, fuck. Okay. It's a Sunday.
What, that's your lot? 6 fucking dicks?
Yeah.
Wow.
And that's the end.
Yeah.
So, did this make you queer?
Well, in retrospect, yes. I think it didn't just make me queer. I think it constructed my entire personality. Like, I am Jenny, except that I wouldn't do what she does at the end. Not a fan of that. But apart from that, I'm basically Jenny.
You got a piggy bank?
I've got one shaped like a skull.
Scully bank.
Scully bank.
You could do a Hamlet with that.
I could, yes. Very clanky Hamlet. With the coins.
Put it on the Patreon.
I think, in retrospect, Rita the Saluki, or whatever it's called, I think she may be queer. And Georgette is camp as fuck. So, yeah.
I thought Rita would be in it more.
Yeah, I think she's wasted. A wasted opportunity.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. But I mean, Georgette, if I'd seen this as a child, I'd have been like, more of this, please. I want to be like this. Push up my little doobs and put on some blue eyeshadow.
Why are they always wearing blue eyeshadow? Why do no sexy dogs in Disney have taste?
Blue eyeshadow is the least classy of the eyeshadows. Saying as a Blue Shadow fan,
if done well, it's very fun. If not done well, oh boy.
And I do know about doing eyeshadow poorly.
Fucking hell.
But yeah, I enjoyed this. Thank you so much for choosing it. I was a big fan.
Worries. This is, yeah.
Again, it's no Millionaire Dogs, but...
Shut your face. Was it... Is it camp? A little bit. Some characters are.
A little camp.
Bette Midler is. Yeah, little sprinkling.
I think Bette Midler makes up for everybody.
Yeah.
In the campery.
Yeah.
Is it... Do you feel like you've spent your birthday well?
I think I have. Well, it's not really my birthday, is it? But it is my birthday, and yes, I do.
What could the listeners of the pod do for you for your birthday, Caitlin?
I know what you want me to say. They could rate... Wait, is it that? And other stuff? I don't want to get it wrong! I get chastised at the end of every episode!
Just commit! Just commit to it! Pick one! What could the listeners of the pod do for you for your birthday, Caitlin?
Well, Kate, they could subscribe, rate, review, tell a friend, tell an enemy, tell Bette Midler, please. Oh my god, that'd be great. How good would that be?
Tell her. Bloody tell Bette Midler. Get her on the podcast.
Yes.
If you want to make a financial contribution, you could either go to our Patreon, patreon.com/queers. I think giving someone £1 for their birthday. I mean, bloody hell.
Oh, for Christ's sake. Yeah, £1 wouldn't go amiss. We'd love that.
I'm going to be filthy next week. I hope you understand. I'm going to be so self-indulgent and vile.
I'm going to tell a 5-minute story about when I was cast in 3 different productions of Oliver.
You're a piece of shit.
subscribe to our YouTube channel.
You can.
Quiz Gone By. Yeah.
Just search Quiz Gone By.
Yeah. To our Instagram and Twitter, Quiz Gone By. Subscribe to me at Caitlin Powell on Instagram and at Caitlin PWLL on Twitter. Are you okay?
For my birthday, I want you to streamline your social media. I know it didn't happen for Christmas, but you've got 3 days. You can follow me at Kate Butch 1. Happy birthday, Caitlin.
Thank you. And happy birthday for Sunday, Kate.
Oh, thank you so much.
Week.
Bon anniversaire.
Oui. C'est bon.
Oui.
Oui.
We shall see you on Tuesday for Tracy Tuesday, and we shall see you next week for my birthday spectacular. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Have you got me a party bag?